Looks a bit peculiar, doesn't it?
Right.
Right. Okay, I think as far as I know, we're live.
We're live.
Trevor and Pat.
If only a little bit.
What?
If only a little bit.
What do you mean? Oh, no, I mean, we're live.
Yes, I know what you meant.
That's, that light is interfering.
Is it?
Turn that light off.
Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, don't know. Oh, Gary Slater can hear you well. All right, so we are live.
Right.
Right. Okay. While you're all thinking of something, to ask us, I wanted to say that one of my favourite pastimes while we're in the van is sitting thinking. Just sitting thinking. And I've been doing some thinking because during this week, because Pat's not been too well this week. When we arrived on Monday, she'd had this injection last week and it didn't agree with her. And most of this week she's not been too good. So I've been out on my own walking, doing some walking. I mean, we have been out together once, one day. But
hello, Posh Cats.
Posh Cats camping, wow. Hello, Trevor and Pat. Hiya. I'm just talking about what I've been thinking this week. I've been out. This site where we are, it's just lovely countryside, but there's nothing within walking distance other than walks.
You can walk to the village, can't you, if you're fit enough to go up and down dale?
It's a bit too arduous for you, this week anyway. So I went for a walk one day this week, and I come across this old school down the road, all stone built, and there were a schoolhouse next to it, and then next to that there were a church. I think these properties had been built in the 1800s, in the late 1700s, 1800s, and they were just full of atmosphere. These stone-built cottages, and well, this school and the church and the schoolhouse in between, and it was lovely and quiet apart from the wind. I never saw a car while I was walking down this little narrow road that we're on. And it was a great atmosphere. And it was possible to imagine years and years ago this school functioning. And there was a little yard with what looked like would have been 2 outside toilets. And I could imagine the kids coming out of this one-roomed school,
Right.
just had one room, coming to these little toilets. I could just imagine them running out in the yard to these outside toilets. And it would just, I don't know, it just conjured up an amazing atmosphere of times gone by. And it's just a simple little thing. And I think once you get to our age, I mean, you've been, I mean, I've had a pretty active life. I've done a lot of things. And you put the telly on and you go scanning down the program guide and you've seen everything. You've probably seen it more than once. And we've been to a lot of places in England. While when we had the caravan and when we had the camper van and now the motorhome, we've been to a lot of places. So I came back from this walk, and there's a couple on the site with a caravan, and it was cold and it was windy and it kept raining on and off. And this guy has his coat, he's got his coat on, and he sits down outside the awning with a glass of wine. And I said to him, "By gum, you're tough." And his wife...
Yes, thank you.
His wife said to me, "Is this going on too long?"
No, keep going.
His wife said to me, "One life, live it." And ever since she said that, I mean, you see it on the back of vans, on the back of cars. I hear it repeated time and time again. And it were almost as though you had to sit outside in the cold with a glass of wine. That was living life. And probably what we were doing all that week was just not life, just not living life. And I just feel as though I have to disagree with that. It's like I wrote in the words in that poem I wrote that pursuing life's finales with a deathly wish for success. Pursuing life's finales. You know, a symphony does not consist only of finales. It meanders. It meanders, and eventually it'll hint at the finale, and then it'll go away from it again and come back and keep hinting at it, and eventually it comes to the finale. Losing my voice. And that's what life's like. It can't be all finales. Sometimes the simple things in life, like just going down this lane and seeing this school and this church and this cottage and the atmosphere it created, to me, that were all I needed to do. I didn't need to do anything else. And I was quite pleased I'd done that. It might seem like, what kind of life's that to live? But at 74, I feel as though I've seen that much, done that much. This simple pleasure is just all I wanted. Right, I've said it.
Yeah.
That's my little talk.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Who have come on, and
we've got up to there.
Saying hello.
Saying hello, Mary.
Wildlife with them, Posh Cats camping. It was there, Ian Hartley camper. Lovely campers, Ian Hartley. I remember.
Yeah, we looked at them when we went to show.
Yeah. Beautifully made campers. Yeah. Rodney Kamer, Susan Martin.
Touchwood.
Keep such joy with. You wonderful pair. Keep on giving us such joy with your stories. Yeah, well.
Take pictures.
Trying to do. Yeah.
School. Did you take any pictures at school?
No, because it was too windy. I couldn't have spoken. You just wouldn't have heard anything. So I didn't. It was just a private moment, you know. I didn't think anything of it, but it all made sense when this lady said, "One life, live it." But that's how my mind works. I sat ruminating on it all week. Enjoy the simple things in life. Sometimes we don't appreciate those little things, such as a walk in the rain. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's where I'm at. We've been all week here on this site. I think one of the reasons that we extended the stay was because you weren't well.
Yeah.
But I've quite enjoyed being here. Enjoying your stories as well. Thank you both. That's Tina B. Hiya, Tina. Thank you. Mary Fennell had a lovely walk this afternoon, kicking at the fallen leaves.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, she's down there in Cornwall. I bet there's loads more fallen leaves down there than there is up here.
Yeah.
It seems to come earlier the further south you go. Yeah. Lovely that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Loads of leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a lot of green leaves still to fall yet up here.
Yeah.
I
was just going to say, we're trying to figure out what to eat and meals and things, because someone suggested that I go on a low carb diet, but it's quite difficult.
Well, we're not set up for it.
Potatoes and
at the moment, the stuff we've got in the cupboards and in the fridge ain't conducive to it. So we need to really...
shop tomorrow. We're going to shop.
We're going to shop tomorrow. We're moving tomorrow. That's why I wanted to have this tonight, because I knew I had a signal. Piddly in Ipswich. This afternoon, though. You're further south, down there in Ipswich.
Oh, he's following some of us subscribers too.
John Trafford, following some of your subscribers too now. You have built a lovely tribe.
A tribe? Did you think you'd ever be called Tribe?
Yeah. We
were really going to move today, weren't we? But the place where we wanted to book for didn't have a place, did they, today?
No.
But they've got tomorrow,
Sunday and Monday. Yeah.
Be careful when kicking leaves. You never know what's under them. Yeah, little hedgehogs and dog muck.
Yeah. Chris and Heather Van Life. Hi, Chris and Heather.
And slowly work into it.
But just to start with breakfast and slowly work into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I had an omelette this morning with mushrooms. Usually I have cereal every morning.
Don't usually like eating a cup breakfast, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can imagine we're going to be eating a lot of salad.
Roaming in Raymond. Oh, well, yeah, we follow them. Don't bother with low carb. Look at gluten-free instead. Although it isn't easy. Missed the beginning of the live, but here now. Oh, welcome. Ellen and Carl. It's about diabetes, though, Ellen. Pat's been taking tablets for years, and
being naughty, of course, because I'm just a naughty person in food.
And
so it won't going down like it should go down.
The butter on this injection, I knew it had upset you.
Yeah.
And it did. And now there's nowhere to go. So it's got to be done by diet. And we've been advised that a low-carb diet will do it. They'll bring a sugar down.
Ah,
How's the weather up north?
a bit windy and rainy.
Up north? Well,
Are we
not in
north?
Scotland now? Thought you were still in Scotland.
No, that's...
The weather here, it's been where I up, it's been windy all week. And it's rained
quite a lot.
Cats and dogs last night.
And before that.
It's been raining on and off all week, and it's been windy all week. But we're high up. But Pat's getting a brill signal on the telly, which is a plus.
A plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's somebody called Trevor there. Says it were unusual for babies to be called Trevor in our day.
In the 40s?
Mm.
Really? Where's that? Trevor? My brother is called Stanley, Trevor and Stanley, and quite often my mum used to get it mixed up and call out Tranley. Yeah, our kid never liked being called Stanley. Roman and Raymond, you too. Yes, cat. Spiky sugar, carb, spiky sugar. Free diet because works for diabetes though.
No, don't know.
Sorry.
Gluten-free.
John Anderson, sorry I missed the beginning of your live chat.
No, it's all right.
Well, I think
we take a long while getting going, don't we?
Yeah. It does record. It does record, so you should be able to watch. I was talking about a walk I did. I often go off on walks on my Todd. Roman and Raymond. Mary Finn, yes. All right. Have a conversation between yourselves. Don't let us interrupt. Roman and Raymond's talking to Mary Fennell.
That's all right. We don't mind that.
Yeah.
Carb is better for diabetes, yeah. Sorry to hear that.
What? All about you?
Yeah.
It does interfere, doesn't it?
That's why we occasionally spend more time at Tracy's than we intend to, because I'm not quite fit enough.
Yeah, you keep having appointments and things, which interferes, but there's not we can do about that. And Pat, of course, yeah. Yeah, nice to have you on board, Roman and Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the channels I've been following for quite a while. Yeah. Very professional videos. Yeah, not like us. Yeah, emphasis is on this with us.
Chat.
Not on the videos.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't go to exciting places. I mean, the idea, whether it'll come off, I don't know. But once the kids go back to school, I know Pat's got she's got to have an investigative thing on the 8th of November. The idea is once winter comes and everybody, and get this, Posh Cats campers, everybody puts their caravans and campers to bed. Trevor and Pat come out to play, and we want to go to more interesting places. That's what we usually do in the winter. You usually go to all the places that are
miss
too
out
full.
On all the sun.
Yeah, it's true. We always go to these lovely places where it's freezing cold and they're deserted. Whether or not that's going to come off this November, I don't know, because it depends how you get on with this.
We missed it last November for lockdown, didn't we?
Yeah, we got pulled back to Tracy's last November. John Trevor, we love the chat. Yeah, we're getting into the 80s. You might have heard me talking about Verb Reverbera, that band that played at the Packhorse in Leeds. I went and Googled them, after I'd made that video. And I never realised that the band was formed by the drummer. He was absolutely ace. And after they'd played at the warehouse in Leeds and topped the bill, they got signed up for a supporting Tears for Fears on tour. And I knew about that, but I thought they stole the Verb Reverbera's drummer, but they didn't. He finished up going session as a session drummer. That's what brought Verb Reverbera to an end. A really great band though. We are off to the Lake District in November.
Yeah,
well, that's the only time
Mary's
it's quiet.
Going out in winter as well.
Mary is.
Yeah.
About right this winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You certainly aren't professional. Yeah, they're good videos though. Yeah,
where have you got in mind this winter? Don't think we've planned out.
We never have anything in mind.
We will enjoy seeing all the
down south
tourist spots.
Get down to Cornwall or Devon.
We'll enjoy seeing them in winter too. So
30 tourist spots in the winter too.
I watch lots.
Oh, John, right.
Lost in Europe for the cinematic.
Oh yeah.
Life. Oh, he's brilliant.
Did you watch his latest one?
Oh, it's lovely.
Absolutely fantastic, that guy. I mean, that guy is so talented. Can do anything. Turn his hand to all. Utterly brilliant.
It's a nomad life.
It's a nomad's life. I made it just in time, or they've just got on to channel. What's your favourite
place to visit in the UK?
Been asked that before, haven't
I don't think we've got one really. I said Sutton-on-Sea. That I like Sutton-on-Sea.
That's dead.
Yeah,
it's really quiet.
It was dead on bank holiday, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
We didn't realise.
Yeah, somebody made a video on August bank holiday weekend, and it was dead, and he was complaining. I'd have loved it. We don't honestly. It's not very often we go back.
No.
Anywhere. Although we have done without realising it, haven't we?
Yeah.
We
come in from a different
direction, and we've no idea we've been there before.
No.
No. I can't remember. Kirby Stephen were one of them.
Yeah. I like dead places. Yeah. You can get around better, can't you? To go next August then.
Well,
Sutton-on-Sea.
Yeah. That's the place to go.
Yeah. Nice pub there called Hotel.
The Bacchus Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Listen to the van line. I lived at Sutton-on-Sea for 2 years.
Oh.
Dullest 2 years of my life.
Oh, really?
We had a static at Woodthorpe.
Yeah.
Only for 18 months.
Outside Alford.
Just near Alford. Not far from Sutton, as you'll know. So that Chris and Heather lived at Sutton-on-Sea.
Either.
We don't plan either.
Beach.
Can't beat a winter beach, with no one there. Absolutely. You found a couple in Scotland. We went up the east, all up the east and across the top. But I can't remember. Never went to any of them places you found. Roaming in Raymond.
That's typical, isn't it? Because we keep finding places all over that we've not been to.
Yeah. Yeah, hate crowded places, Mary Fennel. So no man's life. Quiet places are by far
the best.
The best. Yeah, absolutely. I think possibly we're all geriatrics.
No.
On here.
No, we're not.
Is it? a sign of our age that we like all the...
Roman in Raven.
all the
not
quiet-
at our age. God.
Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, Ellen. Sorry, Carl. No.
And how do we don't
tarring
know about
everybody
others, do we?
same brush as us.
I'm 49. You see,
Yeah.
half our age. Poor things.
Put my foot in it again.
Got you
He's seen me. Yeah, that
Boiler
photograph.
Okay.
When I used to play in the band, I used to wear a white boiler suit with a flat cap and red baseball boots with sparkling shoelaces, one red and one yellow. Right, these places down. The one you really liked was Chandwick. Shandwick. Shandwick. Oh, no, well, I do write all the sites down in a book. Never write the places. Well, I used to put markers on a map on the phone.
Chrome. Yes, we do watch Chrome.
Chrome, yeah. Yeah, from British Columbia and Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We do, and we watch...
And the cat lady, his friend.
Cat lady.
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
We watch... Is it Kevin with 3 little
Camper Van
dogs?
Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin.
His dog voices are brilliant.
Yeah, he's funny.
Makes me laugh. And we watch Eric.
Nomadic Fanatic.
Yeah, he's just lost his cat.
Yeah, Jax. Jax has just died. And also, born too late.
Crowded. Yeah.
Right.
I'm a geriatric.
51 and 54, Roman in Raymond. Yeah, it's me. Ignore
Coastal
me.
Walker.
I'm semi-senile. We don't like crowded places.
68.
I'm a geriatric. Yeah, Coastal Walker, Jeannie. I don't know whether it's a sign, but like you say, you're not old like us, and you don't like
57.
crowded places. So it ain't just us, is it?
No.
57, 63, 68. Robert Martin, hi both. Good to see you out and about again. Has that guy on the boat stopped having your walk?
They did that house up at end and pulled that toilet down.
No, he did. Yeah, the toilet. They were referring to the guy who were plumbed in to our water supply, and I went to court. Oh, you won't believe what I did.
Oh, he couldn't tell you.
She didn't want me to tell anybody. I'm under lock and key. I can't tell you everything.
He come back and turned the tap off.
I turned the tap off and cut it off with an hacksaw so they couldn't turn it back on. And it did something to a bilge pump or something on the boat, and it sank.
Yeah, naughty, isn't it? Eh, dear, I couldn't keep him on a leash when he was younger. Could I?
No, crazy.
He used to come back from milk round and their dog would be waiting round corner to bark at him and chase him. And it'd come round front and knock all dustbins over when he were asleep.
It used to bark.
I think it knew.
When I were in bed and keep me awake, did that dog.
I think it knew.
I used to drive
Try and chase it.
I used to drive at it with transit. It used to bark as soon as it saw me.
Yeah. And then we had someone live on Barget back and they put an aerial up on our roof, didn't they? Do you remember?
I got up one day, walked into the bathroom, and there's this cable going past the window. And I leaned over and looked, and it were going down to this barge. They'd been up on my roof and put a TV aerial up on my chimney without even asking me. And I went up on the roof and unscrewed it and threw it down on the floor. And it was a woman and she had a sugar daddy. And he rang me up complaining. Carl's laughing at that.
Oh dear.
Steve Wagstaff, thank you for your service in the army, pal. Oh, you're welcome. Although I was totally useless.
Carl's laughing at that. Solve that problem then. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have sung that one too. I know.
Yeah, but she'd already come to live on that boat, and we had our back garden.
And you had trees.
She chopped all our trees down in the garden.
All our trees down because it were making it too dark in her boat.
Because she were claustrophobic. Why do you buy a boat when you're claustrophobic?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The trouble.
So he has missed some stories out.
I have, yeah. I told you everything. Well, she won't let me tell you about some of them things.
Yeah, I were a bit frightened of it. It wasn't very nice, really. But
I were hoping I'd be in Nick for lunch because I wanted to see what they give you in Nick. And they let me out before lunch. I was most disappointed.
Yeah. They played his bail, didn't they?
No, it wasn't the bail. It was the the water bill. The water bill that Wilf paid.
Yeah.
Brilliant stories, John Trafford. Yeah.
Yeah. But when they came to build the house next door to us, and they pulled the old toilet down, he also blocked our garden from their garden, and which we should have had right away up their steps to get round to the back garden. So that were I kept saying, go say something, we can't get out. And he said, no, I'm not bothered.
No.
So some things he bothered about, and some things that he should have bothered about, he didn't.
Yeah.
You might want to tell them. It should be
Steve
Watson.
Watts and Pat. Watts and Pat.
Watson all. Bad bits. Watson all, I mean.
Watson all, I mean. Yeah. Oh, the stories. Warts and all.
Yeah.
There's been a few warts.
Yeah. You can get the warts out.
It sometimes I forget, and Pat, after I've told story, Pat reminds me about another aspect of it that I've forgotten about. Yeah.
I used to watch Last of the Summer Wine. Now I watch you.
Now I watch. Oh,
thank you.
Oh, yeah. That used to make me sad, did that, when it were out, when it first come out. So it used to be on a Sunday night, I believe. And I knew I had to go to work the following day. And I used to watch these old guys just messing about all day, every day. And I used to be right envious of them. Now I'm doing it.
You need to write a book, Trevor. A memoirs book. I've investigated. Started one.
I have written a book. It's called Swifter Than a Weaver's Shuttle, because that's what life is. Life is swifter than a weaver's shuttle. And there's I can't remember the name of the website. I went on it, and you can write the book on there. And then when I'd done it all, I realised I couldn't afford to print it. Well, too much money. Cost too much money.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of typing the story out, I'm not sure whether it'd ring the same if it were in words.
Yeah.
No.
It's funnier hearing it from your voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the way you tell them.
I tried Facebook and it didn't work. And I had Swifter Than a Weaver's Shuttle on Facebook, and I was writing my life story on that. And then I don't know what happened, but after I'd done so much, it stopped letting me put any more on. It just won't let me add any more to it. So I stopped doing that. But it won't, although I didn't promote it like I did Life on the Run. I had Life on the Run on Facebook, and it didn't work. Because I was trying to promote my art, really. I wasn't trying to promote van life. It was my drawings I was trying to promote. But I don't know, people are not interested in art.
This is all keeping him from going insane. All these stories and things that he's telling you. Because I don't know what he'd do with himself if he ain't got that.
I know. Yeah,
he ain't got any hobbies.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well.
Apart from your art.
Yeah,
and he dips in and out of that. Like a lot of things we do, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He likes walking and driving around in camper van.
When you
now talking to you on Facebook.
Van.
I hate Facebook.
Van life in itself, it's just whether you're going anywhere fantastic, whether you're going somewhere mundane, it don't really matter.
I'd like to see your art on next live. In a nomad's life.
Who's that? No. It's a nomad's life. Oh. Yeah.
Facebook is rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah. I found it to be so too. Yeah, I was putting drawings at the end of videos, but I kept checking my shop because I put the web address, my shop address on, and I kept checking it. Nobody went to it, so I stopped bothering. Negative. I'm really negative.
Try and fish some photographs out. Maybe we can, if we've got some photographs of your work.
Well, I can do a screen thing. Go onto my shop and do a what do you call it? Screen capture thing. I don't know.
Can you adapt your drawings to make logos?
No, I found out that I'm no graphic artist. Made a right cock up of that car that last drawing.
It took him so long to do the building and it was lovely, but the car, he just couldn't quite fit it.
It wasn't right.
I think he maybe should have done car first and then building. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe I'd run out of steam by the time I got to the car.
It took him so long. Doing all the building work, bricks and windows.
I'm not a graphic artist, no. Yeah. Logos. Logos, yeah. People on YouTube have logos. I've noticed
Did you put that picture of the studio you worked in down at Tracy's?
Yeah, I did.
And the picture of, the picture that you were working in there.
Yeah, I put it on.
With the guys with the bowler hat.
Yeah. I put no, the welder.
The welder,
yeah. I put that on.
Wasn't there a guy with a bowler hat?
No, you're thinking of another one.
Oh, right. Where are we?
I looked at your website, but everything was in dollars.
Why is that?
Seemed odd to me. Maybe that's how it's done. No.
Seen your art in your shop, just put up a link and everyone else can look at them. Oh, Chris,
well, there is a link. I don't understand. I don't understand how it all works, because my channel, in the right-hand corner, I don't know what you see when you go onto my channel. But there's a link to my shop there. Oh. It's there all the time.
Romany Raymond says that a son did their graphics and he wants to be a graphic designer, but can't get a job in it as he's no qualifications.
And yet he can do it. Yeah, well, that's typical of how this country operates. You have to have that piece of ruddy paper.
And was I looking at the wrong place?
I don't know, Mary. I don't know where you were looking. So, I don't know.
Well, our friend...
It's Trevor _Whetstone .pixels.com. .pixels. It's there is the link on my channel. This my channel. When I click on my channel, it's there. There's a
link.
Well, I have. It's there. The link is there. I don't know where you mean. Do you mean down below? Do you mean underneath? When I edit a video, I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Yes, it's typical now. So many people with skills, but still want red tape these days. Yeah.
Everything, it's like university biased. You've got to go to uni and get a qualification. The fact that you can do something don't seem to carry any weight nowadays. We should have never scrapped apprenticeship schemes where you hands-on learning and just do a bit of theory. We're all theorists now, but no.
They're saying that they were on site and the prices were in pounds sterling.
Thought they were.
Right.
What's that apprenticeship for? £5.50 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's lower than basic wage.
Yeah.
Crap with
I know.
Computers and technology.
You got when you were an apprentice.
Same here, Mary. I'm crap with technology as well.
Yeah, well, Pat's a Luddite.
Yes. I haven't even got a proper phone. It's just a little tiny thing.
Prices were in pounds sterling, Trevor. Right, Steve Wagstaff. What were I don't know. I was just going to have a rant and fortunately forgot.
You don't need a rant.
Yeah, well, don't get me going about education system.
Yeah,
oh God,
it's typical, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what that thing over that coffee machine that said a BA with honours, please take one. It just summed it up. There's BA in art, valueless.
They have no one to train him either, but it is better than Dominos delivery, which is what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bit of experience, but they've no one to train him. I did an apprenticeship and learnt a trade and a whole bunch of life skills. I couldn't wait to get out of college and start working in a proper job. Yeah.
I did an apprenticeship and learnt a trade.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get out of college, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, it's gone again.
Sorry.
It's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
What were it about apprenticeships?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I did an apprenticeship without knowing. And that'll be coming up next. Yeah. And doing things for no. I did things for no when I was young. To get some experience.
Like working on that farm, you didn't get paid for that, did you?
I didn't get paid
when you were at school. And
when I left school, it took me on, but only for a short while. And that's when I noticed the difference between
work and
the world of work and what had gone on before when I was just going after school.
Weekends, yeah.
Posh cats camping. You don't have to go to some sites, you, don't you? Eh? Posh sites for posh cats.
We couldn't afford them sites.
No chance.
I said we could stop on 2 sites for the price you paid for that one.
When we were going around Scotland,
Yeah.
they're quite expensive, the sites in Scotland. Number of times I pulled in on a site, and if it were more than 20 quid, I won't stay. We were always having to pull off.
Yeah, that one where it was, what were it, £38? And no way.
Yeah, that was 30 odd quid.
Mind you, it was in the middle of a sort of little town.
Yeah. And yet that bowling green we stayed at in Tomleytool.
Oh, yeah.
Tomleytool. I don't know if you've ever heard of that in Scotland. Tomleytool.
The bowling green were nice, and the area where you stayed on. And
it was fantastic.
Yeah. Met a nice couple there with a couple of dogs and had a tea with them outside on benches.
Yeah, we did.
Really nice.
I'll tell you a story when we get to that about a pub up there. Real interesting story. Robin and Raymond, Carl learnt his mechanics being on the dole for an extra tenner a week. Ended up with diplomas from Oxford.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, we knew you were good, Carl.
Knew you were good, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
You're a bit like the chap out that we've been watching today does the really good films.
Oh, yeah. Ash. He's incredible.
Master of your trades.
Yeah, he can
put his hand to anything.
Engineering, building. Yeah, Carl is like that. Yeah. He's not as thick as he looks. What can I say to that?
He don't look thick.
He don't look
He's
thick. He don't look thick, but he looks like somebody you'd want to avoid.
Oh, Carl. People misjudge you. Go on looks.
Yeah, well, they do.
We went on a posh site once. There was our van and others around us were popping all their awnings and stuff. And we looked so little.
Little in between them all. Yeah. And then others around us were popping all their awnings and stuff. Yeah.
Aye.
But I must admit, I struggle with wild camping. I always seem to get myself into trouble when I'm wild camping. Go somewhere I didn't ought to be going, or
his customers used to say that. Cows.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. He's not bothered about what people think.
No, neither did you. You never bothered when.
Don't I? I thought I was very tender.
Oh.
I thought I was a very tender soul.
Oh.
Well, I got beat up when I wore that cape. The film I meant to do when I wore that cape with mirrors on it. And I got beat up.
They kept saying to him, "Hey, Batman's, where's Robin?" That's what they were shouting after him after them beat him up.
Probably called them Neanderthals.
That happened to us a couple of times when we went into Leeds. I think we stopped going after that.
I remember getting
when
you were expecting, we got beat up in Leeds.
They just pulled his chair out from underneath him. He was sat at a table and they
pulled me on my back and I was on the floor and they just put boot in.
We hadn't done that. We were just sat there. And you didn't have your cape on, did you? Because I made it.
No. Yeah, that's Leeds though. The den of iniquity.
I don't think that place is there now.
It was Peel Pub.
Oh, what? No, I thought it was downstairs. We'd been at Peel and we went down into this cafe area downstairs. Right.
Yeah, it was. We're ranting on again. Look, talking to us.
Yeah, we're talking to ourselves.
Do you think, have we had enough?
What's it say? Customers use. Roaming in Raymond, Motorhome Adventures, Leeds sounds lovely.
What?
Yeah, Leeds it's a nice place. It's just the people. It's become very posh.
Oh, yeah, but you can't. I tell you what, that road in Rodley, it's never ending lines of cars. As soon as you step outside, you're in a traffic jam. It's terrible as Leeds.
She'd like to have seen that game with Mary.
I know, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It used to do things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made me a pouch
Oh yeah,
out of suede.
Before they became fashionable, I made him this waistcoat made of fur and a little pouch that hung on his hip for his money and bits.
Drugs. Me magic mushrooms.
Oh dear. Oh. So he was well ahead of his time because he kept saying, I wish somebody would bring a man's bag out.
I've always carried
and
a bag.
Eventually they did.
I know.
Somebody thought of it.
I've always carried a bag. I've always had too much trammel to put in my pockets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to use a gas mask bag.
Oh, so you
do make us laugh. I bet we do.
Yeah.
I bet we do. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Well, do you think that's enough, darling?
What time is it?
How are you doing? You got your watch on?
10 to 8.
Yeah, we've nearly been on an hour.
Nearly been on an hour, haven't we?
We said it was going to be short and sweet, didn't we?
So, yeah. Shall we? What do you think? I think we've said it. Said everything. We're just mumbling now. Ranting, yeah. Okay, let's call it a draw. And it's been nice.
What's that?
They're on again.
Love watching you too. It's
comforting.
Love.
Comforting.
Comedy.
Why?
You two like a comedy duo.
Comedy duo.
Such a topic.
Listened to you for ages. Oh, you're missing Corrie.
Oh, we don't watch Corrie.
We would be depressed.
Yeah, it used to depress me, so I stopped watching it. Same with EastEnders and Emmerdale. They all used to make me
I've watched very little television.
Brilliant as always. It's been great. I've been sat here with my cuppa. Thank you.
Thank you. We amused Steve Wagstaff as well.
Brilliant as always.
Yeah. It'll all end in tears. It'll all end in tears one day. Like everything. But meanwhile...
As usual, please do it again soon. Bye night.
Bye. Night.
Yes.
Night.
Good night.
Bye. I'm going to press end stream button.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See
Thanks
you again.
for coming.
Great chat. Don't watch a lot of
Tell you either, it's all rubbish.
Yeah.
To make me laugh. Such fun. Night.
Happy travels.
Look after yourselves.
Bye.
We'll try.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Carl. Bye, Ellen. Susan. Bye. Rodney came a good night.
Night.
Right. Bye, Rodney. Oh, there's exact CT. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Steve, night.
Don't let the bed bugs cry. Oh, that's my saying. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
End.
Oh.